It's a thing. Hello and welcome to the Arn and Eddie Euro experience. My name is Eddie Sideburns. Joining me, as ever, is a very happy man. He broke out the alcohol. It's Arn Experience. It's Arn Experience. I
On
keep getting this.
experience.
Oh,
That's the name. On experience.
the Arn Experience. God, that's what happens if you didn't
I mean,
if you didn't ask me to be part of this. Arn, how you doing? You all right?
on experience.
Oh,
Save. There we go.
oh
Cheers,
God.
Eddie.
Oh, there we go. Arn, how you doing? You all right?
Okay. Well. well. Well.
Are you just gonna keep saying well?
Well.
Is that all you're gonna say? Because
Well.
I mean, if you
Well.
want to talk about, well, I mean, we're gonna talk about, this is kind of a very special episode because a lot of things gonna happen tonight. Apparently there was some football game on. I don't think me or Arn actually watched it. What we did watch, however, was The Mummy Returns, starring Brendan Fraser, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Rachel Weisz. John Hannah's in it. Completely forgot that John Hannah's in it. Oh no, get away. Get that off the screen. But no, that's why I watched for at least 50 minutes of it when I realized that Sam Matterface, well, as soon as I realized that Sam Matterface was on commentary, I moved to that. But we're going to talk about England versus Denmark, of course. Arn, my prediction was spot on from
Oh, yeah, you nailed
yesterday.
it. You absolutely nailed it. 2-1. Bang on.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to see the lottery numbers.
No, not a chance. We don't
6.
normally we normally come into these with notes. We don't have any.
I normally make notes.
Yes, you
I
do.
didn't. I did not make any notes.
You didn't.
I know what the score was, and I
think we
definitely watched the game.
I think we all know what the score was, but let's get into it. John Hannah is the Mummy series. Yes, he is, and Brendan Fraser is a very underrated good actor. Needed to be in more things. Very shameful what happened to him. But Ivan, that podcast will come later. In fact,
We'll do a whole Brendan Fraser podcast. When England haven't qualified for the first major finals in my lifetime, we'll do that then.
Right, fire away, Arn. Your thoughts on the game as a whole?
God, where to start? I thought we were fantastically negative for an enormous period of this game. Jordan Pickford's distribution in this game is the worst of any goalkeeper I've seen in the entire tournament. It was diabolical. It was absolute dog shit. You know what? Fuck it. Like, we're just gonna go. We're gonna go full bore on both barrels today.
Okay, sweating is in. Fucking fine. Yeah, carry on.
And I was yelling at my TV screen for most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That said, England were the better team, and I don't think anyone can watch that game and say they weren't the better team. And they deserve to be in the final. The big talking point is probably going to be a very dubious penalty kick, which was given in extra time. That wouldn't have been an issue if England had just scored one of the 20 shots on target they had during the game.
Yeah, I mean, Kane had shots. Kane had the shot before the final whistle went. Didn't finish his dinner there. I think it's a very dubious penalty. I think, personally, I don't think it would be given. But I don't think it would be given. It shouldn't have been given. But again, I think what annoyed me was the commentary going, "Oh well, they've played really well, so it's kind of something they kind of deserve." And it's just like, how does that make any?
I don't
sense?
think the two go together. But England were the better team over the course of the game, over the 90 minutes, over the 120 minutes, whatever you want to judge it on. They were the better team.
Yeah.
Does that make it okay that they got a soft penalty? Probably not. But they still won. They deserve to win. So.
Oh yeah, I mean the man of the match is for me was again I agreed with Roy Keane. Man of the match was Kasper Schmeichel. Boy,
Yeah, excellent game, Casper. Excellent game. I thought he was he properly stuck two fingers up to the England fans before the game, saying that they hadn't actually won anything.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is people keep going. I mean, it was the way the interviewer also went full partridge and was like,
"No, Ryan, you got that wrong. It's three lions on the shirt. Jules Rimet still gleaming. It's not two balls on the pitch. You got that way off, mate."
Start a podcast with an Englishman. They said it would be fun. They said.
Who saw this coming though?
But as I was trying to say, the thing with the Schmeichel thing at the beginning, the European Championships hasn't actually come home. Is it the European
No,
Championships?
he was bang on correct. It was a stupid question from whoever was interviewing him,
it was the way
it
it went
deserved...
full partridge. It was the way it went full. The guy was like trying to explain everything that happened in terms of that. Look who it is. He's turned up.
I love scales. It was never a pen, but VAR can only overrule a clear and obvious referee error, and it wasn't. So, afraid so. And Rian has pointed out it was a terrible journalistic question, which I completely agree with. And it deserved the disdain that it got.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining about that. I noticed he got booed an awful lot today, though, Casper Schmeichel.
I mean, to be fair, there was your entire fan support was booing any Denmark player who had the ball.
We're garbage. We're the worst. We're the absolute worst. I feel like we've now hit rock bottom in terms of who has the worst fans. It's definitely England now.
I need to be very clear about it, because I have friends in England, and I want them to be happy that they're doing really well. I think the issues I have is your media is an absolute shite.
It's so bad.
The only player I don't like in your squad is Foden, because he went and did a Gaza haircut and thought that was gonna do well. For him.
Gary saying they boo the Italian national anthem. The problem with that is if they try and boo the Italian national anthem, Chiellini's going to drown them out. So that's not going to happen.
I cannot wait for Chiellini.
That's going to be a proper war. I mean, I enjoy that.
Again, I'm going to go into one final rant, and because we're swearing, I could say, "Fuck off, Sam Matterface. Fuck right off."
Oh, it's garbage. Terrible commentary today. Him and Lee Dixon. Lee Dixon. Has he got eyes?
You have Emma Hayes. What the fuck are you doing?
Lee Dixon was watching that game, right? So the free kick. It's a brilliant free kick. I don't care what anyone says about Pickford's positioning. That was a brilliant free kick from Damsgaard.
Oh my man! What a boy!
The way the wall moved across, the Denmark wall moved across, so that you couldn't see the ball, and then his hit on it was magic. It was pure magic. One out the top drawer of free kicks.
And it was just beautiful. It was just such a beautiful kick.
There's Lee Dixon saying, "He's put the laces through that." He fucking side-footed it, you clown. What game were you watching?
They were really not watching. I don't think they were watching the same game at points. But yeah, England go on. A penalty that Harry Kane is a poor penalty, even a poor penalty.
It was bad.
Anyway,
he got Casper Schmeichel's got in his head there. I don't know if he said something, but he's like, "I know where your penalties go." And I don't know if he's done it in body language or if he said something, but Harry Kane, I even said it to my wife. I pointed at the screen and I ran up to it and I pointed like where it went. So I was like, there. Harry Kane spelled wrong side. Harry Kane spelled these go there.
Yeah.
That top hand corner. So he starts the run up and I'm like, no, he's gone the wrong way. And he side-footed it, and it was a bad penalty, and it was a decent save from Schmeichel, and he's just followed in on it.
Lee Dixon, back in my day, we had laces on our instep. Yeah.
Do you want to see my Lee Dixon impression?
England go on to win 2-1. Now it comes down to the final. It comes down to the play acting of Raheem Sterling against the play acting of Ciro Immobile.
Love it. Who's going to fall over the most?
Slabhead against Chiellini. Federico Chiesa against Luke Shaw. This is going to be fun, isn't it? It's going to be really
It's going to be fun for you.
Absolutely.
It is a shit.
It is going to be one of the most shithousery finals I think I have ever seen, and I cannot wait.
If shithouse Italy turn up for this final, it's going to be one for the ages, honestly. If they turn up and just play the way they did in the group stages, I honestly think they're going to play England off the pitch and win 4-0. It's going to be an embarrassment. But
I'm trying to figure. Ivan McGann is trying to figure out who he'd like to see win less. I think if both of them lose, then it'd be a very excellent weekend for me.
Oh yeah, you've got to say Conor McGregor's got a worse fan base in England. Even though I'm sat here saying England have like the worst fan base, Conor McGregor is just awful.
See, the thing is though, like
the difference there though is like the England players are kind of, most of them are like okay people, whereas Conor McGregor is a cunt.
I mean, let's be honest, right? Have you heard? I've not heard a single build up towards this McGregor Poirier fight. It's been one of the quietest build-ups I think I've ever.
Thank you, Gary.
I've ever heard about a McGregor fight, which probably is a good sign because I think, as I say, he's past it, isn't he? He's nowhere near the same Conor McGregor he was when it was against likes of Aldo and stuff like that. I think he's way past it. I most definitely want to see Conor lose more. Even the Irish think he's a prick.
He is.
So
we're getting way off base here. Let's.
Listen, fuck it.
Let's rein it back in.
Listen, it's a fuck it. It's a fuck it episode. We do what the fuck we want. So yes, it's shithousery versus shithousery. Gianluca Vialli versus Gareth Southgate. Who do I want to see win more? Gianluca Vialli. Beautiful man. Beautiful man.
He is a beautiful man.
Oh, and he just looks so happy in his wee bonnet.
Yeah, if I was trying to be neutral, which is hard because I'm English, but if I was trying to be neutral, then I would want Italy to win because they've been the better team in this competition. They've kind of dipped into the dark arts a little bit during the knockout stages, but they've been the better team. They've got, in terms of like teamwork, they've been the better team. England have got to the final. I want to say on
merit, you've been a good team because, as I say, you've not conceded a goal until the semi-final.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it was a great goal. That's a worrying sign as well. Pickford, however, was a little bit all over the place in terms of that.
I tell you what, Pickford was fucking awful today. He was diabolical. He was all over the place. It got to the point, right? So my wife, Maria, lovely, lovely human being, has a slight understanding of football. And she's screaming at Pickford, stop kicking it long. Stop kicking it long. And every time the ball comes to him, he's hoofing it down the pit. No goalkeeper in any other country is getting the ball and nailing it 80 yards down the field. None of them.
I'm just laughing at Alan's comment about Bradley Wiggins looks more like Conor McGregor than Conor McGregor. I did see a picture of him. He looks awful. Right, while we're doing some chat, let's get some predictions in the chat. Italy versus England. Who are you going to? Who are the chat going for? While I ask Arnold Furious or Arnold Experience.
Arnold Experience, that's the name.
Arnold Experience. Arn, what's your prediction? What are you going for?
I don't want. So I've been waiting my entire life for England to be in a major final. It would have meant an awful lot more to me if it was an England team that stood up and didn't resort to cutting corners to get what they wanted. And I'm very disappointed with some of the performances of the players, especially today, where Sterling's gone down very easily for that penalty. which is disappointing for me. That's how we need to win a game. It would have meant more to me if it was like 1990, 1996, where we played the right way, we did what we could, and we battled and fought our way through. We used the skill of our players to get where we needed to go. And the players that we have now, maybe they're not quite that good, but there is a sense of team unity that they've got in that squad. And maybe there's a shot for them there. So, prediction. I think it's going to be very tight. I think it's going to go to penalties.
Okay. Alan,
which means we're going to lose. Because I can't see us winning.
Alan says he thinks it's too close to call.
Yeah, Alan's saying too close to call. Gary's saying 2-1 England with a dodgy VAR goal.
I am going to go with. So I think Italy have just, again, I'm a massive Italy mark, let's be completely honest. And yes, I do have a bet on them to win the entire thing. I think personally, that if they play the way they played in the group stages, Spinazzola's still going to be a huge miss. Emerson, however, again, they've now got a little bit more time. They got a couple of days to kind of try and bring everyone back up to speed, and just, I say that they're in England already, so it's not like they have to travel too much. So there's no excuses.
I did say yesterday that it would be a huge advantage if one of the teams today won it in 90 minutes, just to give, you get that little bit of extra rest. And that didn't happen. So both teams have had extra time.
The only thing that's not had it is a penalty. England just haven't had a penalty. And yeah, they made the changes. And obviously, even the changes they made when they were midway through the Ukraine game, they came into effect. Sterling didn't look exhausted, and he played 130 minutes.
No, he's a fit lad, and to be fair,
he's doing good. He must be doing a lot of work in those pools.
Yeah, they're doing great work in the pools. There's 4 days, until the final. That is plenty of time for anyone to rehab. So, to be honest with you, that's probably not going to be a big issue.
Yeah, I think Italy win. I think 2-1. I agree with Regan. I think 2-1 Italy. I think they just have it in them. I think, as I say, yes, being able to bring on Grealish and Foden was filthy, but this team just plays so well. And it's, as I say, it's a team. It's a team, they're a team. They all care about each other. They all want each other to do well. And Mancini just seems to want to plug in the gaps.
I was interested in Copa America.
Let's talk about it. We've got a couple of minutes, I guess.
Yeah.
So I was going to talk about the Olympics being basically in jeopardy again because Japan's went into another state of emergency for 2 weeks. Me and Arn watched.
We watched Colombia and Uruguay, didn't we? Which was not a very good game. And my boy Yeri, he's there dancing and celebrating. And
get this one out the chat. Get this one out the
Let's get him on the screen there. Let's get him on the screen.
Get him out the chat. Get him out.
Go on, Chris. Go on, big Chris. Get your Englands in, son.
By the way, just a quick random.
Keep them coming. I'll keep putting them up.
In the Copa America, Chris Linney had quite possibly the best looking spread of food I think I've ever seen for this game. Can you tell, Chris, if you're still here, instead of you just saying England and walking and going away, what was it you'd had to eat while we wait on that? Copa America. So we watched Colombia versus Uruguay. We watched that penalty shootout.
Yes. I've seen Brazil play in this tournament. I've seen Argentina play in this tournament. It's going to be very tight. It seems stupid, but you don't often get Brazil-Argentina finals because usually something weird happens and one of them gets knocked out. So for them to come head-to-head, Messi is so fired up for this. When you saw the footage of Mina missing his penalty, and he's there going, "Dance now, dance now, dance now," and he's yelling at the guy. So, we have a line A update.
Oh,
We got a burger. We got cheesy garlic bread chips. Lovely.
Oh, I like it. Rian's asking, if England win, can you do Atomic Kitten's Hole again on karaoke? I would put it to Arn that he would perform numerous bits of karaoke on the thing that we do.
I would sing. If we win, I will sing. I'll sing something, but I don't know any Atomic Kitten songs.
You know the one about You know the one about Southgate, don't you? England's coming. Oh, for God's sake! We will educate.
I'm not familiar with the.
I'll
I think you'll find old Arnold. If it was young Arnold would know about the Atomic Kittens.
the atomic kitten. I love when old people just say the at the end of stuff.
Yeah, just put a the on there. That's fine.
So yes, sorry,
That's
Ivan.
we
do apologise. So yes, carry on. Colombia versus. So we're watching that. Messi looks fired up. Do Brazil seem to have the same kind of passion? Because if I look at the build-up or the kind of run-up to it, Brazil dispatched of Peru in 90 minutes. Argentina, Colombia took to penalties. Oh God, he's back at it again. So yeah, I mean, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think prediction is going to be for the
I think it's about time Messi won a trophy internationally. I think it's about time. It could go either way, but honestly, this current Brazil is fine. They're not great. Neymar is obviously a big go-to player for them, but you look at the rest of the squad, and I mean, Richarlison's playing in there. Richarlison plays for Everton, and I am an Everton supporter, and I think that's ridiculous that we have.
Yeah, the fact that he's playing in terms.
Yeah, he's playing. He's a regular starter for Brazil.
I mean,
and I like Richarlison. I love Richarlison, but at the same time, I'm looking at that Brazil team and going like, so where are the rest of the star players? Where are they? They've got Neymar at the moment, and that's it. Bobby Firmino is not on good form, and you look at the rest of the rest of that Brazil squad. It's poor. It's poor squad.
I mean, you look at it. So they both came into won their groups with 1-3, drawn 1, lost none. 7 goals for Argentina. They only conceded 2. Brazil scored 10 goals, conceded 2. Paqueta seems to have kind of helped them out and done quite well in the last couple of games. I still think that Messi's only championship that he'll win with Argentina will be that Olympics. I think Brazil win this.
No, fuck that. Like, Messi's got to win something. And...
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need to win anything. He's won enough. He's won way too much already.
He's won nothing with Argentina. He literally won nothing with Argentina.
Who gives a fuck about Argentina? You fucking bastards!
You send me Argentinian shirt and
can it complain?
Enamel badges stuff.
Can he complain? Diego's a good Diego. Yes, Messi. No, Messi needs to.
Don't get me started on them England failures, because like it's a tour de heartbreak. It really is.
I think Brazil.
Many years.
So I think Brazil win. I'm taking you're going with.
I'm going to go with Argentina because I'm an optimist and I think Brazil are cunts.
Okay, fair enough. This one definitely not. The YouTube's going to be like, whoop, no. We are back. So the final is on.
It's on Sunday. It is on Sunday.
Will we be watching it? Will we maybe be doing a live stream of it? I don't know.
No, probably not. I'm going to probably watch it with my dad.
I'm going to be doing something. I'm probably going to be I'm coming back from softball, so I'll be tired and knackered.
Yeah.
I'm not wanting to hear all your pish. Until maybe after 90 minutes, and we'll see how we feel.
If you think I'm drunk now, if we win the final, then
Listen, I just want to say, and I'll say this again on Sunday. Thank you so much for everyone who's tuned in during our daily Euro
Oh,
update.
it's been brilliant. Honestly, it's been
Um,
great.
thank
We've
you
been
to
on like on a daily basis almost for a
yeah,
month. And when I said to Eddie when we were going to start this thing, I was like, "Yeah, it's going to be Mondays at 9. We'll do one a week. Can you commit to one a week?" And he goes like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "All right, one a week." And then all of a sudden we're doing like daily shows. So
if he's watching and if he's listening, Tony Jameson, the war's on, bitch. We see you. We don't disappear. We see you Mondays at 9 with your show. Well done.
we
We see
see
you.
you 9 o'clock on a Monday.
Yeah, and I know one of his moderators might be watching, Alan. But we see you. No, listen again. Thank you so much for everyone who came in, everyone who replaced me in that episode where it was for four rowdy people in Arn.
That's good stuff.
Um, we will be back at 10 o'clock at 10 o'clock, or maybe a little bit more.
It's
Uh,
probably going to be later, isn't it?
Depending on how Arn is. I cannot wait. If it goes one way, I will be all smiles and happy. Ivan, you are more than welcome, my friend, for the Copa opinion, lads. He's going with Italy, Argentina, and hopefully a Pori by a violent knockout. We might do a little bit about some news after it, depending on how Arn's feeling and if he's actually going to be able to come to the computer for for the show. Um, Thanks so much. If you're not done so already, please like and subscribe. And we will see you on Sunday. Bye, fuckers.